Hi there, everyone. Here, Simply Trade. We're at a event, believe it or not, here in our home city in El Paso, Texas, called the Gateway to Trade. It's really exciting because NCBFAA put this together and decided to invite us to cover the event. So we're really excited. We're at the kickoff ceremony here at the. We had some keynote speakers, and really, really honored here to have with me the president of the Mexican Brokers Association. We are talking to Mr. Miguel Nesbitt. He's president of the Mexican Customs Brokers Association, and really glad to have you here. Welcome to the event.
Thank you. Well, it's an honor to be here and excited also. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, hey, so during the conversation that we just had right now, you were talking about collaboration and working with your U.S. counterparts. So how do you see that evolving or working to improve trade relations with, not relations really, but enforcing trade or helping the trade community between Mexico and U.S.?
Well, to start, let's focus and see that our relationship in between Mexico and the U.S. Put us right now on the number one partnership with the U.S. That will strengthen, of course, the relationship in between the authorities and the public sector, and to see what can we work together, of course, to face this increase in trade.
Yes.
And of course, providing security and of course, facilitation to the import and export community.
Correct. Okay, well, that's great. But like right now, there's a big emphasis, and we did hear from the port director here, Mr. Mancha, about the concerns, the current concerns involving importation of illicit materials, like fentanyl, or even, although he didn't cover it, but there's also been talk about like forced labor, materials coming in that were made through forced labor. And we've been hearing through our podcast that a lot of companies are trying to hide that by shipping it like transshipments through Mexico or Canada, other countries. What are the efforts that are being made from customs brokers like your association to educate the community of your brokers to fight that?
Well, as a matter of fact, most of the thing to work against that is education. You mentioned that. And as a matter of fact, we have a meeting and a virtual transmission to the whole country next June 11 and the 12th. Of course, in collaboration with the CBP, focusing on how to know. I mean, we're not expert to detect those illegal operations, and that's a collaboration in between authorities, in between CBP, U.S. customs brokers and Mexican customs brokers, and the universities and education is a very important thing doing that.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great because I know that's a big effort, and I know enforcement has increased here in the United States. So it'll be nice to see how our partners, our trading partners, are collaborating with that. Anything else like that stands out with you right now in trade? Like what you feel is the next step, or how trade is evolving in Mexico and like collaborating with the U.S. Like because you do represent the customs brokers. Just trying to see how that may work in cooperation.
Well, it's coming the revision of the USMCA in 2026. So right now it's a very good time to communicate, to work together. As I mentioned, private sector with authorities. So I'm looking forward to do that.
Yeah, so just so anybody knows, the USMCA had a provision that every 6 years it had to be reviewed and renewed, let's call it, as opposed to NCBFAA NCBFA, I'm sorry. What am I saying? NAFTA, as opposed to NAFTA that was just ongoing.
USMCA, and of course that is coming on 2026.
Right, yeah, because every 6 years it was supposed to be reviewed again and updated. That was the problem with NAFTA, that it was never updated and never take into account, like now the internet. When NAFTA was elaborated, there was really no big use of the internet, right? And so now you do e-commerce and everything. So
it is correct.
Okay,
so
well,
we're looking forward to that.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir. And enjoy the rest of the day. And thank you for being here.
You.
Your talk was really good. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Yes, sir.